It's been quite some time since I have done one of the law codes of the Akkadian grammar by Hammurabi. And I thought I would just do one tonight to get me sort of back in the swing a little bit. And that is in Law 258, Law 258 of Hammurabi's Code. As I'm doing this, as I'm using a Borger again, and both his cuneiform and his transliteration, I should say, I do my own normalization and my own translation. The book Borger is in German, Babylonische Syrische Leserstück by Raquel Borger. And so I'm using his cuneiform, or his cuneiform, and also his transcription. So let me just read the text in the as I find it on in Borger, and then do a grammatical analysis. It reads on line 258, Shuma awilum, if a man. Now we have Sha Gu 4, Sumerian, which would be, we could translate that an ox driver, Igur, hired an ox driver, 6 Shegur, or 6 Kur, then Inna for Mu 1 come, for 1 year, Na di Na adi ishum, he shall pay to him. That is my reading of the cuneiform signs. So now I'm coming back to look at the grammar as I have done in the past. Shuma is rendered if here. If awilum, if a man. Awilum with the loom ending here is showing a nominative singular, masculine singular. So if a man, now we have the Sumerian again, Sha Gu 4. And if we render that in Akkadian, it would be Kulizam. Kulizam. Kulizam is an ox driver from Kulizum. And the ending is showing that we're looking at an accusative singular ending. So if a man, an ox driver, Sha Gu, I should for, which would be ox driver, and then Gur, if he hires an ox driver. Igur is a G preterite, third masculine singular from agaru. So if he hires an ox driver, and then we have 6, 6 shegur, 6 shegur, And here we have the Sumerian again, Shegur, and we have 6. So that would be 6 Kur, in Na, 4, and then Mu, 1 Kam, which is the Sumerian for 1 year. And then we have in Na Ad Di Ish Shum. In Di Ish Shum. Or in Ad Di Shum. We would normalize it. In Ad Di Shum. So Shuma Awilum Kulizam Igur 6 Kur in a 1 year in a Mu 1 Kam in a Dishum. He shall pay to him. So as we look at the translation, if a man, now we have the accusative, an ox driver, notice we have the accusative before the verb. Igur has hired. From agaru, it is a G preterite, third masculine singular from agaru. 6 kur, 6 shegur, 4 ina is the preposition for mu 1 kam, taking the case of the genitive here because of the ina preposition taking the genitive for 1 year ina dishum, he shall pay to him. Ina dishum is from nadanu is the root, is the verb to pay, and shum is the dative, meaning to him. Dative, and we would translate it, he shall pay to him, from nadanu. Notice here, in nadishum, in nad, then we'd have the D, shum, where the final inadid, inadu, the final D here assimilates into the sheen of the dative singular. Inadin shum becoming inadishum. And one of the things that's interesting here too, we have the doubling of the S or the sheen, I'm calling it, the doubling of the D, the middle radical, which is indicative of your present or future time. It's a present or future verb, let me put it that way, from nadanu. So he shall pay to him. So again, if a man, an ox driver, hired 6 kur for 1 year, he shall pay to him. So I'm glad that I can sort of get back at doing this again. It's been a long time, and just to sort of challenge myself to read it and to translate it and to look at the grammar a bit. I hope this is helpful to someone. And by the way, is your nominative singular and is your accusative singular ending. And in the present tense, we double the middle radical in the D here. So we have shuma, conjunction if, awilu, man, kulizum, ox driver, looking at vocabulary, agaru, to hire, kur, and then ina, preposition in. Then we have the Sumerian mu 1 kam, and then nadanu would be the other vocabulary that we see here in the future stem or future tense. It's a G present with the pronominal suffix in the dative, shu. So I'm going to stop there, and this is sort of challenging my mind to get back in to reading the Akkadian text, both the cuneiform, plowing through it, working through it, trying to retain it again, and the transliteration, which I am using, Borger again, followed by my own normalization and translation with inductive Akkadian grammar.